Aww. Oh well. Rico charge about to be commenced. All you need is 3 patterns, 3 occurrences,
Oh.
and you can file a Rico charge. Okay? Even if you don't get the results, these people have to have the fight of their life for fighting you, for bringing all this craziness to you, causing all this fights and drama and trauma, doing all this shit. You and your kids, trying to trap you up. They gonna wish the fuck. And as soon as I said that, they gonna wish the fuck they didn't. Influencer trying to take you out. Yeah, they finna lose their own influence for trying to take you out. Like I said, they're about to get exposed. Either you're gonna expose them. Shadows going into the reverse. These trauma bonds, like these people got a whole lot of folks trauma bonded to them. That's how they do this shit. Okay, we're gonna wrap it up. Yeah, they've been trying to take you out, trying to make you unappealing by stressing you out, by trying to cause emotional unrest, physical sickness due to all those things. That's a RICO charge. You can charge people, businesses, communities, governments, individuals for intentionally trying to cause emotional unrest for you and your children. And then recording it as if there's something wrong with you. Trying to shut you up. Yeah, these narcissists always trying to shut you up by bullying you, doing shit to you and your kids, sending these weirdos to you, following you around, paying all these companies, lying to all these businesses. Bunch of narcissists. Yeah, that lacked empathy. And because this lack of empathy, they're about to get fucked. They lacked empathy on you and your children, and they're about to get fucked. And not in a pleasurable way either. These simp ass bitches and niggas always trying to shut you up. Yeah, for some of you, people be mad because you don't want them. And, trolling you. These are trolls. These are all trolls. Yeah, they're about to have a fight of their life again for causing this lack of empathy and bringing all this shit to you. Because for some of us, it's just because we don't want to deal with these folk. Whether this is family, strange family, ex-friends, ex-lovers. Listen, I'm going to pause on that. Okay. On the high side, I have a friend, okay? And for him, I'm not going to, I can't tell you who he is, okay? I don't want to. A thousand moons ago, we we worked together first. We started off, we worked together, and then we, ended up fooling around. I think I ended up telling him or whatever. Okay. So I cut it off. We stopped talking. Okay. We went our separate ways. I don't know what the hell exactly happened. It's just we just stopped. I think it's because I wanted more or something like that. He was very honest and straightforward with me, and I kind of just backed off or whatever, and then we went our spread about, went our separate ways. So I had reconnected with him recently, not for those same reasons. It was kind of happenstance. It's not like that. But on the positive side, he wasn't tripping. He wasn't like, he even said something in a conversation we had. He was like, I think you stopped talking to me. I think you ignored my phone call or something like that. And I was like, I don't know, no. But like, you could tell he wasn't upset. You can tell he wasn't trying to get his lick back or, anything like that. We still had a pleasant conversation. We've spoken more since then. And he helped me out, this is not today, but I'm just saying, like, he wasn't in his narcissism. You see what I'm saying? He wasn't, his ego wasn't so in the front seat, like, she should have never had stopped talking to me back in 2000. And, like he was, it's maturity. Maturity. On top of his humanity, because I believe a part of how we're conducted is his own personal level of whatever. That's the positive side. On the other side of this, on the flip, dealing with someone different, collective, you have dealt with a lot of people like this from your past. And even in situations where you may have felt like something did not end tragically, or it didn't end in a toxic way, or you might feel like, okay, it wasn't no fallout or something crazy, and whoop. Some people still be hung up on the fact, and they haven't matured, or they don't know how to do what the first person, the other person, was able to kind of separate. The first person you reference in situation, it's like they make a joke about it, like, I think you stopped talking to me. I think you stopped calling me because we had a thing, and what happened? And then y'all still kept chit-chatting, shooting the breeze. They, did you a favor, helped you, and continue to check on you. And it ain't a big deal because they're mature. They're over it. And if you hadn't really done nothing wrong to them, so then they didn't take that too far.
Ouch.
You see what I'm trying to say? They didn't take that as you did something toxic to them. They just took it like, okay, we didn't want the same things, whatever. Because that's what one of them said to me. He was like, you stopped talking to me, you stopped calling me, or something like that. I was like, I don't know. I was like, I think I wanted more, because we had our little fling or whatever. And then I stopped, and I went on my way, he went on his way. But he's still cool. We don't have a lot of those experiences as the collective. That's rare, few, far, and in between. Most folks be pissed at us, pretending to not be pissed at us for years. Because we stopped talking. And so when we try to reconnect with folks, then they be trying to get their lick back. And that's what you do when you're in high school and in college. These be the same people who claim they're mature, the same people who claim they're godly, the same people who claim they're discerning, the same people who claim, who claim they're so real and so down. And let me hurry up so I can get going here. Fashion witch. For some of you, it's even family, you know. You stop talking to people, you know, or you go your separate ways even when it's not toxic. But people don't know how to have healthy emotional maturation. And man. Yeah, these people didn't want you taking care of yourself, or these people, it's gonna come out they're pissed that they can't make you jealous, or oh my God. It's gonna come out that you ain't jealous. These could be people that went around saying, slap me. Somebody just slapped me. You know I'm looking good. It's just an attitude of a little bit. It's too good for these people. The men are come. Okay. These could be people who claim that you was jealous, and it's going to come out that no. No. Actually, you've been trying to get the hell away from all these toxic people over and over again. They keep vamping off of you, following you around and shit. Okay. The men are pause. Let's see what we pull from here. The men are pause. Scapegoat honorable feminine to bypass their consequences. Ooh. The men are that's what all these people are doing. They trying to evade them consequences. That's what this is. They know what the fuck they are. I know who the hell they are. Thieves. Murderous thieves. And then they go to church on Sunday. Hallelujah. After they stalk a disabled person, then they're going, talking about, bless the Lord. Bless the Lord. I love it. See, this is how we get to some meat and potatoes in life as a human race and just deal with the truth, whether it's convenient or not. Most people are about bullshit. So these motherfuckers at these rooms smile cold in my face in some of these programs. That's how you, this is what helps you. They be believing shit. Just swallow everything, bitch. No critical thinking skills. You know how to be alone. And I think these people hate that. And it says something about you know how. And it says karmics don't. You know how. And so, this could be also why people are always trying to fuck with your stuff, because they can't keep you in some kind of, if you ain't happy, you ain't staying, bitch. If it ain't working, it ain't working. You done done that too many times. You done went through all them stages. You're like, nah, I got too much shit, too many things after me, too much shit happening. I don't have time for that. Okay, it's shit. Shit. They don't like that you could be, I think they don't like that you could be happy or something like that. Like, even though you might find it delightful if you could have healthy partnership, but you also find it equally delightful and because you like yourself, or you're learning to like and love yourself, and you're creative, and you're, it's this thing like, I learned not to put my happiness in the hands of a partner. Because every time you do that, you're setting yourself up for codependency, control, and failure. Guaranteed. Even on the pleasant side, on the benevolent side, they're not going to be able to do all, they're human, they're flawed. It's a setup. Learning how to do it for yourself is what helps us to learn how to have boundaries, because you see it? Takes a long time though. A very long time. 2 men from feminine's past used her. What's new? For karmics. And they'll pay for it. Ooh. Yeah. Sacrifice us. Feminine's like, motherfuckers on drugs, nigga. They on drugs. They on drugs. Still in my creativity taking them skanks. And then trying to teach me. Fuck. Call themselves teaching me a goddamn lesson. They better teach them hoes a goddamn lesson. How about get some women with their own creativity and they wouldn't have to steal ours? How about that? They wouldn't have to steal our personality, our presence, and our ideas. How about that? They don't be liking that because it's too raw. It's too real. It's too true. Fake apology. People always... Creative art expression, trying to still stop your creativity by stressing you out. This is about them intentionally creating emotional unrest. RICO charge. 3 occurrences is all you need. You can charge. And all that participated in is equally all responsible. That's why I said they don't like their business. They don't like their 401k. They don't like their family. They don't like their health and their well-being. They don't like their business affluence. They don't like none of it. They don't like their reputation because they finna have a whole lot of bad reviews. They don't like none of it. None of these people like their kids, their house, their health, their well-being. None of them. They don't like that Tesla. They don't like none of it. They don't like their bank account, their savings. They don't like none of it. Because if they did, they wouldn't have been fucking with us. They don't like their children. Because if they did, they wouldn't have been fucking with ours. Now. Trying to create some fake shit. That's why some of them gonna lose theirs. Yeah, feminine. Oh, feminine cleared her path, unbound, unstoppable, unafraid. Neighbors should have stayed in their place because she know they secrets, nigga. Maybe when we file, this is where all this is going to come out. I'm merging all the states, nigga. And I got 3. All we need is 3. If you can document 3 occurrences that shows that pattern and intentional actions to create unrest for you and your children. Rico. So yeah, these are social media weirdos that's following you around. everywhere we go.
Hiccups. Oh,
That's why as soon as I go online, they do the same thing in every state. People that ain't got no business upstairs in the all sorts of shit. This is why, because I'm online, because they stalking not only physically, they're stalking on social media. Stalkers, karmic women stalking honorable feminine. So maybe when you go file, I'm gonna have a very interesting day tomorrow. And these people have lost their damn marbles. They've been lost the marbles that they had. They lost their damn zip damn mind. They hid something in somebody's name that they stole of the honorable feminines and their children. And this is what these people are trying to cover up. This is why they're trying to stress her out. This is why they're trying to get her caught up in trouble. This is why they're trying to manufacture shit, because they're trying to cover up their theft in murderous ways. Corrupt postal men and women stealing their mail, managers allowing it, all sorts of things. This is what the fuck they're trying to cover up. For people that ask these questions, why would folks do such a thing? Folks will do such a thing when they done did some vile things to somebody that can get them caught up big time in trouble, and they don't want to have to deal with it. That's their fucking motive. Rico, their obsession, their unnatural passion. They finna deal with feminine's magic. For some of you, it's something about you learn something out. I don't know, but that's what it says. They about to find something out about that. I'm not the same. See, there's a lot that has happened in 1 month. This ain't Texas, baby. You're on my damn turf. Born and raised in Cali. Same fucking Texas. This ain't no isolated backwoods, motherfucker. And I ain't that same girl that was in Texas either. A whole nother animal. People was pissed about you dancing and shit. That's why every time y'all go online, you got weak bitches and dudes waiting for an opportunity because they narcissists. They can't fade it. They can't take it. Oh, inappropriate. But they be sitting there looking at them and trying on them bodysuits, talking about they're displaying the product in which they're selling. It's like, right, so that's appropriate. The bitch tits and pussy. But you got the nerve to have a problem because feminine is shaking her groove thing, and that's inappropriate. But holes in them talking about, look at my body, new body where I'm finna put my boobs in it and give a demonstration. I'm selling a product. This is not inappropriate. I'm demonstrating. Or somebody doing even dance moves. You know why I go there? Because I'm not hating on none of these people, by the way. The only reason why I'm doing that is because folks got the audacity to have a problem with us and what we do, okay? But don't have a problem with all of that. And sometimes they themselves are that. It's a double standard. They got their pussy, their ass on the ground, talking about I'm releasing energy, bitch. You know, humping up and down. Why the fuck? Uh-oh. I'm just saying. People be playing. Stop. Ain't nobody stupid. Just stop. You see through the bullshit. Just fucking stop. I'm just showing the exercise. Okay, then what's the problem with feminine and her chakra dancing? Because she ain't rubbing her pussy on the ground. Then what's the problem? She ain't got her tits out. Talking about, look at this. Hold on while I pull this. But you see her skin, pretending like she ain't showing her skin and pulling up her drawers and shit. Talking about, I'm showing you this bodysuit. She ain't doing that. So then what's the damn problem? Once again, not to say that there's anything wrong with that. I'm a little bit more liberal than I'm given credit for. I have a problem with hypocrisy. I'm going to always have a problem with hypocrisy. And I'm going to always have a problem with double standards. And okay, don't come for feminines. Bring your whole ass, you know what I'm saying, up on our shit. The thing is, you're jealous, you're scared. Confident women. I shared on this very platform a beautiful soul. I love her. She don't even know I exist. But I like her. I like her. I do. Even listening to her, I like her. And it really makes me challenge myself because this lady got fucking set on fire by a degenerate. A narcissist. Talk about don't have emotional maturation. Damn, nigga, you don't like her no more. Leave and divorce her. Goodness gracious. Set her on fire. Her whole shit. Barely survived. But just as precious as she want to be. And she talked about how women, I've been talking this way for years, but just nobody ain't listening. I got a whole lot of data on that, but ain't nobody looking at that data. It's here on YouTube and it's on TikTok. I have bits that I've done over the years about poems, songs, bits that if only humans could evolve like nature. How nature ain't out there. There's flowers out here right now in front of me. Flowers, trees, all sorts. They're not fighting. They're not in no fight. They not secretly trying to poison and sabotage one another, telling lies and rumors about the tree next to it. They're not wishing on that next tree's downfall. They're not trying to steal the next tree's stylo. They stand in their glory next to each other, fully sovereign, fully coherent. And if humans could evolve to that, we would have less of the bullshit that we're dealing with right now. That tree didn't feel like it was going to die. I'm going to die, bitch. If I don't kill this tree over here, I'm going to die. I ain't going to make it. There is an inner knowing that they are sustained. That one of the other person's or the other tree's life does not negate or take away from theirs or their sustenance. They have an inner, sovereign, silent knowing. The red flower ain't teasing the yellow one, the blue one, the white one, thinking, look, mine is better. Look at me, look at my ass job. It's better. Look at my lips, it's better. Look at my hair, it's better. Look at the nature don't roll like that.
You're right.
Animal kingdom don't either. That's why I love them. They ain't rolling like that. They ain't on that shit. Now, predatory animals, they will fight for food and stuff, if we get deep in that kind of stuff. But the point of what I'm trying to say is there's depending on how sophisticated the being is, how evolved, folks is acting the way they acting because of lack of that and because they're criminals. It's that simple. They're criminals and they need to cover up their criminality and they're insecure and jealous. I'm better. So let's get together collectively to kill them. If you're better, then you don't have to do it. There's an inner sovereign coherence that nobody can shake when you are in alignment. It don't matter how fine and foxy they is either. I don't care if they got the best ass job known to mankind. I don't care if they got the best boob job known to mankind. I don't care if they have the best pecs, tats, outfits. It ain't gonna fucking shake you. And it's not because you think that you're better. It's what I'm talking about. That inner sovereign coherence. Just like the trees. Just like nature. It's not about you feeling better or superior. It's the same principle of vibration and essence as nature. The trees ain't fighting because they are sustained. And they're not threatened by shit. Not because they think they're better than the other tree. It's because they're like, shit, It's like, I'm connected and shit. I'm grounded in this earth and sovereign and source. So why do I need then? Dun, dun, dun. There it is. There it is. Because I was about to say it. I said, I'm grounded in earth as a tree, in nature. And my alignment is with source, the original, not the fake bullshit that we be talking about. So why would I need to feel threatened by that other tree? But my answer was in my statement. That's why I stopped. Because I'm like, oh, there it is. There it is. It's telling it all. There it is. Because when you simplify it like that, it's like, right? When that's the case, then that's why the tree stands like that, because maybe we're discovering together, collective, why some folks acting the way they acting, huh? Maybe we're discovering some other things about that. Yeah, you know how to communicate. They don't like this. It says feminine know how to communicate healthy, effective manner. Karma's not so much. This is what they want to steal. It don't fucking work like that, man. Or maybe it has. But maybe it just ain't with you. Because maybe it's some other shit that they... Ooh, this gonna hurt like a bitch. It's gonna hurt. These people should not have fucking invested in this shit. Ooh, they shouldn't have did it. They shouldn't have did it. They done got whole espionages, bounties on innocent heads all over the world, everywhere they go. It's gonna be a fucking walking nightmare for all these motherfuckers. And as they mock when they're in these stores and stuff, and here's my quote for that. Yes, and you will find out. Yes, and you shall see. Yes, and they shall see. Yeah, these people talk religion and spirituality, but they're toxic. Full-fledged, full-on stalkers, murderers, and criminals. Full-on criminals. Because this is felony, so I can say that with confidence. What they're doing is a felony, so I can say that. I don't care if famous so-and-so paying them. I don't care if the Fusion Center hired them. What they're doing is a felony. I don't care if the county is involved. What they're doing is a felony. Scapegoat has escaped them, some bitches. Yeah, these people keep getting mad because you escaped them, and so this is why they want to terrorize you. It's like, really? So they want to terrorize you around the world. Elites fell on the ground. Good googly goo. They don't want to pay. Oh, but you finna make them pay. Some of y'all, because you finna charge them and put that heat on them assets. You finna put some heat on asses. Oh, you want to torture me? I'm finna highlight your assets. Now your ass. Trying to cause you emotional unrest because they don't want to give up what they stole, or they don't want to get in trouble for what they stole and the other weird shit that they've been doing to you and your children. convincing people you crazy because they don't want to get caught up for what they done, what they do. Doing spell work every day, or hiring motherfuckers to do spell work every day, hiring motherfuckers to do illegal activity every day so they can hold on to shit. That's why they ass is gonna get fucked up. And they little monkeys. You're not toxic. See, these people are trying to make you look toxic. Antagonize you and your kid, do all this shit, and then when you upset about somebody coming up to them seeming to just be doing their job, their orchestrated circus shit show, street theater shit, playing innocent, you're gonna stick it to their ass for that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, these people, you're gonna prove like these people just couldn't leave you alone. They didn't want you to be able to be in the present moment. That's why they keep sending people around you to be driving in circles, revving up engines, having people to put you near the street, always having people to put you in some kind of a room near, and hoping that you just don't catch that the shit is disguised as favors and as something good for you, but it was really something orchestrated. Telling people to mop the floor just when you're on your way so that you can't put your bags in there, so that they can orchestrate the landscaper dude coming around as you trying to go take bags. Ain't nobody stupid. People better catch on real fast. This is gonna start hurting. It's gonna start hurting. Better stop playing these games. Keep trying to make you look toxic as they send somebody to fuck with a disabled young man. Who's toxic? The people who's sending somebody, the people they're targeting, or the people who are sending people to the target's family. Who's toxic? That's why shit was happening over at that hotel. So now that hotel is under judgment. They're under judgment. And this one is too, already. This one's already under judgment. Because we don't have time for that no more. Be a legit business or else. Be a legit, upstanding, integral business or else. It's that simple. There's no negotiation and discussion. Be integral or else. We're not doing that. Let's get their final hail. Especially the ones that's persisting in real time as I speak. Whenever the collectors see this, especially them. But sitting they whole asses up in properties, vehicles, being fucking weirdos. Eight of Cups, the Moon.
Don't make me.
King of Pentacles is going into the reverse. Yeah, since they won't stop whatever this is, then they're not going to be able to recover from something. They're about to fuck their own finances. Some of them may try to go on a run or hide some money or something, but I have Hermit. Didn't I just say somebody, yeah, trying to hide the fact that they've been stalking. They're going to try to hide something from an investigation. Something with death. They're about to face their worst fear in isolation under this investigation. Yeah, that's what because I got the sun and the moon together. Oof. Ooh, that's eclipse. That's an eclipse. It could be what they did under the moon, the eclipse. Some kind of illusion, moon magic. Whatever they did to you to walk away, because these people wouldn't leave you alone here with death in the reverse. What you did to have to basically try to save your life because you're being stalked here. Yeah, you could be fencing and expose all that. Or file a RICO. Because people, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers acting like they stupid. When you sit at their tongue. So it may even put the police on the list. Call the cops, and the cops' response was, do you know for a fact that they're stalking you? What would have happened if that person ended up dead after that phone call? You don't do that.
Yeah.
You don't do that. Maybe that's something y'all putting on the RICO charges. Yeah, 9 of Cups. They finna have a sobering wake-up call for doing this. This is not gonna be, this obsession, this devil energy. These people, obsession. This is obsession. This is criminal. Of trying to weigh you and your son down. Sending entities, trying to make you toxic, trying to portray you as toxic so that you don't get wish fulfillment. They're about to face their worst fears. They're going to try to cover some shit up. It's not going to work. 9 of Cups in the reverse. They finna have a sobering experience. They finna dance with them things, baby. They finna dance with them. They toxic behavior and the toxic entities they conjure. All of them. They finna dance with that. Sitting there tying you down, putting work in to stop you from having wish fulfillment. You finna expose all these bitches. People working together, businesses, governments, entities, groups, individuals. Yeah, they're lies. Ooh, Ace of Swords, lying. They're trying to figure it, lying about trying to stress you out, saying you lying, saying you crazy. Going around talking about you lying, that they ain't stalking you. Ain't nobody stalking you. Ain't nobody harassing you. Ain't nobody doing nothing to you. You just upset because you ain't got wish fulfillment. Yeah, this something's gonna come in swift. Maybe it's gonna be because of what you do. Okay. Yeah, since they want to fuck with you, you're strong. Since they want to fuck with you, since they want to fuck with you, since they want to fuck with you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Control freak, Aries, Emperor. This could be an authority. You're not gonna let something rest. They won't let you rest, so you ain't gonna let something. Ooh. Uh-oh. They won't let you and your children rest, so you ain't gonna let something rest. You finna charge Rico. They ain't gonna let it rest. Very well. So now we finna start putting bad reviews on everybody that said leave me alone. They about to have that money torched. Torturing your kid for money. Ace of Cups in the reverse. Sending some strong, crazy shit to your ass. It's finna get them some strong, crazy RICO charges on that ass. Something about to be taken from them for what they took from you. Goodness gracious. Oh, I said it. I said it. I said it. I said it. This could be to do with a maid. If some maid did some shit, her dumb ass gonna pay. Especially if somebody reported on you wrongly for this bullshit. That's the I told you, y'all, whoever the collective is, yeah, you fencing too. You fencing too. Seven of Swords reverse, Nine of Swords reverse, Justice. One way or the fucking other. This is what these motherfuckers is doing every day, sneaking around, harassing you, lying and hiding, pretending like that's not what the fuck they're doing. Like they're not following you around motel rooms and shit. That's exactly what these hoes and niggas and bitches is doing. While tampering with shit, while doing spell work, while illegally surveilling and lying every fucking goddamn day. And I'm fencing to squill it on all these businesses and put reviews on websites and Googles and everywhere. With my pictures. Since they want to be smug and play in my face. Because henceforth, wherever I go, I'll be taking photos of all vehicles. Especially the ones in a weird way or positioned in a weird way that makes it really look obvious that there's some foul play. And especially when you're in a Motel 6 and you got motherfuckers with Teslas and shit. Ain't having motherfucker finna be renting no room on no Colton Avenue in no goddamn Motel 6.
You saw it early. We'll get there. We'll get there someday.
Weirdo. Yeah, sitting here doing spell work, following us around to do fucking spell work or to try to cause bad news or going around telling people we're bad news as they fuck with us. Like that swole lip bitch when we was in fucking Ontario, like somebody hit her in the damn mouth. Botched Botox. Botched lip job. A little bit too much. Celebrating out of causing bad news, being manipulative. Even when the spell work ain't in play, it's the being manipulative, waving their little Teslas and dollars around.
Right.
And their criminal ass badges and shit. And I say that because they corrupt. Waving their badges as if that means they're integral. You know, hi, I'm so and so.
Yeah, game over.
They're just bad news. They're manipulative. Yeah, Ace of Wands reverse. Trying to zap the life, trying to drain and siphon the life out of you in order to get abundance for themselves, claiming that you're just sick. You're just burdened. No, we're not sick and burdened. People are doing things to us. Now I'm finna make the world see it. I'm gonna complain about everything on all kind of websites. Bad reviews for everybody. Because I'm gonna tell about their behavior and I'm gonna share data. I'm not gonna just say shit, I'm gonna put up some shit. We ain't just stressed and sick and burdened and weighted down. People are bothering us. People are doing things every day, all day.
Yo. So how about those things really good though?
Abusers trip me out with that shit. They're just stressed out. No, get your whole ass the fuck on. We would be just fine. Stop meddling, stop stalking, stop spell casting, stop taking your swole lips, swole ass around the Americas lying. We'll be just fine. That's why they're doing this shit. Because we are strong. That's why they're sending all these ex-cons, these thugs, these gangs, Thug Bongs and Tragedy and Raggedy, Bonquisha, Shanita, Shaquana, Bonita. That's why. They're just stressed out. No. No. They're just having misfortune. No. Misfortune is being orchestrated. People are meddling, using their connections, power, positions, and access to do so. Nuttier than a fruitcake. Yeah. Exposure. Yeah. You know, you see things from another perspective. You see, you're enlightened. You see what these people are doing here and how they were basically trying to hide the fact that they're trying to sacrifice you. This Piscean energy, Leo energy right here. There's some exposure. Trying to sacrifice you, trying to stagnate you. Basically trying to sacrifice you to free themselves. A lot of people, that's what a lot of people are doing. Trying to keep themselves out of jail. And so the way to do that, because they done stole from you and tried to kill you and your kids and do all sorts of shit that they can't admit to. Because that's what this is. They done stole big time shit. I'm not talking about stealing a flat iron. They're about to get some bad news for what they did, for taking inheritances, saying you was crazy, saying you were sick, trying to make you sick, because that's what this is. Trying to stress you out, trying to make you sick. In some cases, physically contaminating environments, paying maids and maintenance and managers and corrupt officials. I don't know what kind of brains people have nowadays that makes them feel like that's okay behavior, and I don't care what officials stand in front of you. What happened to the brains is what I want to know. People can present a folder and a file, but where's the critical thinking? Legitimate investigations does not conduct with trying to terrorize somebody. That is not legitimate investigatory conduct. Understood? That is intentional to terrorize, and that is not America's due process. We don't do that, try to terrorize, intimidate, provoke fear, agitate, irritate. That's not investigation. That's a torture program. That's not investigation. That's a torture program. Investigation's not going to be having you to let them go in and do things or you do things. That's not investigation. That's a felony. That is intrusion and invasion in that person's human and civil rights. They have not been charged. They have not been questioned. They have not done anything wrong. They have not been given any due process. There is no official warrants. Then you are committing a fucking felony. And I don't care if it's a motel, hotel, Holiday Inn, an apartment complex, a condo, period. You are committing a fucking felony. Telling you to stand outside and look weird at the target as you type on your text, your raggedy ass phone. Telling you to look up and roll your eyes and come right outside and look over there. That's not surveillance. That is not integral investigatory conduct. You're committing a felony. You are a part of a torture program. And some of you don't care because you loopy yourself. Some of you don't care because you're a racist, a bigot, a misogynist, a hater, an extremist. Jealous and can't bring yourself to admit it. As you troll the target social media. It's a felony. That is not investigation. So the next time somebody come waving their badge, I highly advise put some thinking, some critical thinking skills on. Before you ruin your business. Or the next time some famous cunt or a dude fly in town, sashay their ass in town, waving carrots, I highly recommend. That's not surveillance. That's torture. Ignorance is not bliss. One day somebody's going to catch what I'm saying. Ignorance is not bliss. It's the fact that many are ignorant that this is a problem. Because they ain't even getting that this is illegal and that this is not legitimate surveillance. They sure ain't finna be giving you no psychological buzzwords and phrases to say walking near the target. They're not gonna have you stand out on the phone, sugar plum. They're not gonna be doing weird things. That unbeknownst to the public is designed with the subconscious in mind, because powers that be know about how humans are governed by 90% of our subconscious, and that most humans don't deal with nothing to do with the subconscious, and that even with the target they start to deal with that which terrorizes them and terrifies them, which is why they send in a whole lot of lowlifes to try to trigger shit to begin with. Legit investigations are not trying to do that. This stuff was supposed to be for real terrorist threats in the U.S. upon knowing, okay? Even there's a level of a due process. Watch list. The watch list is a torture program for people with special abilities. Look into it. I didn't make it up. And that's why people be jealous of that. And the targets is like, what else is there to be jealous of? And this is why people be smug and going around making comments and shit like, why you? Why act it as if this is a Christmas present? You want it? Do you want it? Everything that you take for granted every day is going to be stripped from you then. You get up, you go to your vehicle, you walk outside, and you ain't dealing with a bunch of weirdo lowlives doing weird shit to you and your children. Ain't nobody sneaking behind you. You walk out the door. Here come the trash ass manager or trash ass, you know what I'm saying, maid, maintenance, whatever weirdo. waiting for you to walk out the door.
Woo! They won't hold that one.
Cowards. King of Wands reverse. Bully and cowards. Two of Wands reverse. That's all these motherfuckers are, a bunch of cowards. With little penis. Little penis. That's how they compensate. Big trucks, big engines. Big motorcycles. You've dealt with people who chose to not do nothing about this crazy hole right here in the background. Look at her ass. Over there looking peepers and shit, pervs. Fucking pervs and shit. Yeah. King of Swords, working with people's siblings, partners, and lovers and shit. To be spying. Look close at the lovers. Who that hoe back? Who that's is somebody else? Who this hoe? Why she ain't at home and mind her damn business, stank hoe? Who that?
Salt. Mexico is salt.
Crazy motherfucker. Always doing something crazy. Poisoning people. People need, listen, they trying to drive the collective nuts so bad. This whole operation is in dire need of being evaluated. This obsession is out of this world. They need to be evaluated. Who follows people from state to state? Something is wrong. It's screaming, neon flashing lights. Something's wrong with this operation. Something's wrong with these people. I don't care if it's an ex of ours, famous people. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I don't care. Something's wrong with them. I don't care who it is. They need help. Hell, they need the Jesus that they go around claiming to believe. They need help. They need to go to the confession booth. They need to go get the sprinkle holy water. They need to go run to the altar, get a deliverance session. They need help. I'm only referencing it because some of these people, that's their daytime uniform. Or should I say daytime costume? Because costume is more fitting to what the truth about them is. It's a costume. A uniform has a connotation of honor. A costume is like being in a play, a theater, a show. And if they're not spiritual or religious, then they need to still be seen by a Freudian or psychologist. They need help. Okay, if they're neither of those things, neither spiritual or religious, and they're conducting in this way, then they of the need of the brain, of the get the CAT scan. to figure out why they're obsessed, to figure out why they have unnatural passion to harm. Okay, they need to be, that needs to be studied. Okay, take all that money that they didn't got from their criminal ways of becoming famous and go maybe be, open. Like, why am I a monster? Why do I have an unnatural passion to hurt? Especially, why do I have an unnatural passion to hurt people that are authentic and simply speaking the truth, even if that truth happens to be about something I've actually did?
Not what? No.
It's one thing to be saying it's a lie, but it's like, no, I actually did. So what is this unnatural passion? What's wrong with me? People need to start asking, what's wrong with me? What kind of parasite? Look, I don't care. Is it a parasite, bitch? What? Do my brain, not have the part, bitch, that you supposed to have, bitch, for the empathy to light up? What's wrong with me? I need to be looked at. Sure, I have a big, nice, beautiful home, and I have several nice vehicles, and I've given thousands and thousands of dollars. But I have an unnatural passion to hurt people that don't agree with me, that knows, that can see me, that even knows the truth. What is my unnatural passion? Why is that my cleanup go-to instead of growing as a person? Why is my answers for growth to kill anything that knows what I did? Why do I call that growth and maturation? Why do I call that evolution? Why do I believe that's the remedy to my problems, is to kill who knows that I created it? Why? What's wrong with me? Why do I hate people who break up with me, even if it was a situation just didn't work? Why am I unnaturally sadist? Why do I secretly need to see them suffer and grovel and struggle and take delight in it and say hallelujah the next day at church? Why? What's wrong with me? If this person, if their crime was that we simply stopped talking, why do I... Woo! We simply stopped talking. Maybe I didn't want it to end, so maybe I need to sit on the couch and review that. Maybe it's time for me to put my Bible down, my Sage bundle down, or my intellectualism down to a degree, and my accomplishments and all the shit I'm doing to make me feel good. Maybe I need to sit on this couch with myself. Not so I can beat up myself, but so that I can get real with myself. What is my natural passion here? To terrorize and torture people who move on from me. I need to get real about that. What is this desire to punish people who have a spine? Why? Why do I need people to kiss my ass? Why do I need that? Why am I threatened when somebody shows an ounce of strength in my presence? What is this unnatural need to weaken them so that I don't feel like a loser?
Loser what?
What is this? People can't stand up to me. Who the fuck I think I am that people should not be able to stand up to me? What is that? That I have to make them out to be crazy. I have to convince the world that they're crazy. I have to sabotage them so that they will be crazy. What is that about me? That I got to make other women ugly so that I can be pretty. It's time for me to take a good hard look. What is that? This unnatural passion to have to win at all costs, even if it means cost of innocence. What's wrong with me? I want to join every cult made under the sun because I don't want to be regular. To such a magnitude that I will sacrifice my whole bloodline. I'll go down a list and pick and choose those that I want to sacrifice, and this is how I gain ranks in the cult. So all those deaths are accredited to me. And this is how I have all that I have. What's wrong with me that that's okay? That I objectify family members based on their level of ass-kisseriness and how much narcissistic supply I can receive. And the ones who refuse, that are authentic and see straight through my veneer. I sacrifice to all bidding cults and extremist groups under the sun. What's wrong with me? I'm a coward. I lack loyalty. I'm a whore. And not the fun and cool kind. That's sweet and kind folks, but that's just a lifestyle and they real and honest and on tilt. You know what I'm saying? And taking responsibility for their life and they hold them. But I'm a whore who pretends to not be a whore. And then I criticize other whores. I point at everyone else's youthful indiscretions while failing to be honest about my old stank ass indiscretions. What's wrong with me? I'll fuck my sister and brother's man or woman. I'll fuck my daughter or son's man or woman. I'll send my whole bad friends to fuck my brother and sister's man or woman. What's wrong with me? It's time. That's what the world needs to do. Because we talk big game. But you know how many people can't even fucking behave maturely? They can't even fucking do it. What's wrong with me? I can't take a strong personality. What's wrong with me? A strong personality meaning to somebody that's in their strength. I'm not talking about abusive. No, just somebody. What's wrong with me? I need to look at that. I need to look at it. Why do I need to make them small and sabotage? I need to reflection, self-reflection, self-reflection, self-reflection. That's lacking. If we would all as humans deal with this kind of stuff, like for real, all of us, boy, if we would just be that real with ourselves and stop bullshitting ourselves and stop and smell the poop. What do I mean by that? Smell our own shit.
Really?
No, that's not for you, son. That's something
I
else.
just heard that with what you did on the recording, Mom.
I know, but that wasn't
And
for
it
you.
disturbs everyone.
Yeah, fuck everybody. But never mind that. I ain't gonna say that. Never mind. Because you don't know. You're an innocent. You don't know. It's all right.
Excuse me of that.
You're an innocent. So it's okay. You don't know that half of what you see out there and what you think it is. And that's why I'm finna ride these motherfuckers. That's exactly why. I think that shit funny ain't gonna be funny very long. Yeah. We got 2 nights going into the reverse. Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Cups. And ooh, they going to pay for investing in stopping your forward movement and stopping people from talking to you, stopping people from working with you, building with you, stopping people from being loyal to you, stopping people from, causing people to misjudge you and your son and shit. This depiction always trips me out because it's like a lady and it's not a baby, but it's her son and he seemed to be big. I don't know why they made it like that. But look at all these fucking zombies and shit. Trying to cause her death, trying to surround her with death, trying to sacrifice her and her son for their own sustenance. Children of the goddamn corn. Inbred motherfucker. Trying to sacrifice them to some archon, bitch. Trying to, what the fuck? Yeah, this motherfucker. His ass. Who this? This stink ass earth sign right here. Who this stank motherfucker? Greedy. This is a greedy fuck. Greedy fat fuck. Yeah, worry motherfucker. Yeah, worry good and plenty because this was poor investments. Finna break your damn wallet, nigga. Telling people and shit. Trying to stop your life. Look at these niggas. These 2 cunts. Look at these niggas. Get their ass. Lying hoe. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Now I got a King of Swords in the upright. They lied to the law. They lied to the law, to an authority figure, playing a game. Or they could have lied about, all of this is supposed to come out, this confusion. Lied about fucking a sibling, a twin. Lied about something here, a partner, a lover. Lied about working with, having people to spy. Lied about telling, ooh, y'all finna stick it to these some bitches. Yeah, to cause disruption for you, upheavals, to cause instability, to cause you to lose your stability, your home, your security. Four of Wands in the reverse, about sacrifice. And look at that shit. Look at they flying monkey asses. Look at them. Look at them. Look at these motherfuckers. Naji Ramba. Naji Ramba. Said you was lying and shit. Said they're lying. Yeah, they're just trying to get attention. They're just trying to get attention. They're lying. We don't know anything about that. We're not a part of any cults. That's not how we got our successes. Oh, that ain't gonna stick very long. I'm not upset. I'm not holding anything of theirs. I don't have anything of theirs. I'm not trying to have power and control over them. I didn't take anything from them. Six of Pentacles. I didn't block them. I haven't attacked them. I didn't do any of this. Yeah. But it's supposed to get exposed. High Priestess in the reverse. I didn't do anything. They just should have followed their intuition. I didn't do nothing. Well, that's supposed to be exposed. I didn't do any. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I didn't do nothing. It's going to come out to an official, though. You know, with the King of Swords is the only one coming in the upright. You're seeing something clearly, and people are going to see something clearly, and something's going to be clear to an official how they've been attacking you, and these people are putting you in a constant state of defense. You know what I'm saying? You're constantly feeling like you got to protect yourself because they're intentionally trying to create destructive atmospheres and environments for you, so that they can disrupt your intuition, so that you're stuck in this mode. So that people can look at you as somebody that's just combative and misjudge you and choose to walk away from you because they're seeing you as somebody combative. So somebody is about to have some intellectual critical thinking skills to see through this. While you walked away, and what people have continued to do to you, while you keep selling away and moving away because people keep doing shit to you wherever you go. And you try to get help, you try to go to the authorities, and this is how you discover they're all involved. Rico.